read it. Because being that
Sure.
I want to make sure it's our show.
You can put yourself on.
I'm already on the stage. Oh. Okay. Our mics are off. See? Woody's there.
Someone named Johnny came in right away. Do you know Johnny?
Oh, Johnny. Hello. Welcome to I'm Right. The show will be starting momentarily. Jill is taking care of some last minute housekeeping. And please remember to share this show with all your friends and even the people that you don't consider friends. If you need to know, Jill is like pointing fingers and stuff, like trying to tell me what to do, but I know what I gotta do. I'm gonna bring up video, Jill. It's okay. It's all good. Anyway, the show will start in just a few minutes.
Wait, but
Welcome. This is another episode of I'm Right. That's different, isn't it? We're supposed to say that together. But
Actually,
Jill,
we're
you're
not.
busy. You're busy
I'm
trying to dance and everything. You know? Stop trying to dance.
well, greetings, everyone.
Wait. I cannot hear you. I don't hear you. I don't hear you. I hear
Do
me.
you have me off?
No, you're on. I do not hear you. Oh, now let's try. Say it again.
Greetings, everyone.
Yes, greetings, everyone.
This is I'm Right.
I'm Right.
And I'm Jill Cox Cordova.
I'm Anthony Cordova. One quick thing. If you are in the audience live, can you give us a hand clap just to make sure our audio is okay?
Johnny, that would mean you, since I don't think Waitbot or Woody can do that. Can you hear us,
Woody
Johnny?
can't do it. Bump, ba-da-dum, bump. Yeah, but we should have audio. Well, there's Stefan. Stefan, can you give us a hand clap if you can hear us?
Oh, he's asking to speak.
Oh, there we go. Oh, well, that's good.
Well, hello, Stefan.
Hello. I told you that I would come to your. I would hijack your show.
We like it.
Hijack.
Come on in.
I like the sounds of that.
We do. We like that.
Bring it
I don't know if
on.
you guys want to invite me on video if you want.
We would
Oh yes,
love
yes.
to.
Hang on, I will do that.
We always like seeing you and your Batman Scully.
There we go.
Hey, there he is.
Yay!
It's good to see you. Long time no see.
Yeah, I listen to your show and then like I hear you guys talk and you guys, oh, there's stuff on. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing something right now. I can't respond.
Stefan, see, you don't know this, but you're the man.
You are.
You're
You definitely
the
are.
man.
Yes, you are.
You're doing things on Fireside, so you're the man.
And you're
I'm trying.
having-
Look, I'm honestly trying to get my face at the bottom where you see all the faces down there. That is my goal,
featured.
to get my face.
Don't worry.
down
Don't
there.
worry about that. Don't worry about that. That's political.
Oh, that's political.
Oh, well,
Okay, all right.
Yeah, that's
no,
political.
well,
Yes, it is.
I was going to say
That's
you're.
political.
I was going to say you're going to be even bigger than that spot.
Oh, he's gonna.
That's what I was going to say.
There you go. Yes, you'll be bigger than that spot. Yes, you will.
Yes, you will. And welcome, Denise and Arlene. As you can see, Stefan. He stood by
Stefan is
his,
our co-host
He
tonight.
stood by his word. He's calling it hijacking our show, but
Yeah,
we
hijacking.
welcome him.
Yes.
We welcome him.
He's our co-host this evening.
Okay,
This is going to be good.
this
So-
is especially since. Do you even know what the topic is tonight, Stefan?
You don't know.
Isn't it about admitting when you're wrong?
Yes.
wrong, yes.
Yes.
See, I
So
checked it out before.
So I believe there are many different ways you can admit when you're wrong without saying the word wrong.
What?
I do.
That's crazy.
I'm a wordsmith. I'm
That's
a writer. There are
crazy.
many words.
Just say wrong.
That's just
Look, check this out. Now, I know you guys are not going to believe this, but it's true. This is a true story I'm telling. When Jill and I just met, I found out probably within maybe 2 or 3 months when we were dating that she could not say the word wrong. I mean, like for real. Like, she did something. I was like, that's not right. That's wrong. And she like went into shock. What do you mean? Seriously.
it wasn't that I
took-
couldn't say the word. It's because I didn't need to because I was right.
No, you really were wrong.
No, I
You
was
wrong.
not. If
Look,
I'm wrong, I
Jill,
will admit it in
there-
different ways than using the word
there
wrong.
is-
I just think wrong sounds harsh.
You know
And
what
we
you,
don't use it properly. I
Do you
really
know-
don't think we use the word wrong
Do you know what you
properly.
sound like? You sound like
I'm
the
scared
people.
to ask.
No, you sound like the people that say, "I'll never say I'm sorry."
Well, that's not me.
But that's how you sound.
But
I
that's
will
not
not
me.
say wrong. Some people say, I'll never say I'm sorry because it's something about, saying they're sorry.
That's not me.
No, with you, it's,
I
I
just
don't
think-
say wrong. Oh, I'm sorry. I was wrong.
It's-
I was, yeah, no, I wasn't quite right on that. No, I
See, I wasn't
wrong,
quite right.
But
You
were
didn't say it. I didn't say
wrong.
wrong. It's like
Jill.
you know this, and family knows this. I don't use curse words, and it's not that
Wrong
I.
is not a 4-letter word.
But listen to me. It's not that I don't think people should curse, because sometimes that is the right word. I just think, as a wordsmith, there are better words to say.
Like, give me one word, not a phrase, a word that's better than wrong.
Incorrect.
No,
Right.
wrong. Wrong is better. Wrong. And that Stefan is in the hot seat.
He's our
How
co-host. He's
do
not
you-
in the hot seat.
Oh, you don't know. Jill made Shaka Khan cry when she interviewed her.
Not on purpose.
Okay, so Stefan, you can be the tiebreaker. Okay. What is up with the word wrong? And is it okay for Jill not to say the word wrong when it pertains to her?
I can fully admit when I'm not correct.
Stefan, I know how you're going to weigh out on this. I know you're trying to be diplomatic and all.
No, he's not.
But-
he likes me better than you, so he's going to stand up for me.
He's trying to act diplomatic in front of me.
Okay.
I personally feel like you can use the word "I was incorrect" instead of the word "wrong."
Or better. You know what a better phrase is? You were right. Isn't that better?
Sometimes a person is just wrong. They're just wrong. You were wrong for doing that. You don't say you were incorrect for doing that.
But that's
you were
what
just wrong.
But that's what I'm
You were
saying.
just so wrong.
But that's what I'm
Wrong.
saying.
Wrong.
There's the way to use that word properly.
Which would be,
When someone really does something, like everything that's happening in the world, it's just wrong.
yeah,
Just wrong.
but that's other things. You can't use the word pertaining to you when you have done something.
Because I'm not in that
wrong.
level. Do you have a hard time saying you're wrong?
But-
See, I said
Yes,
it.
I have a huge time saying I'm sorry.
You do?
So
do.
you were the people. You were one of the people. I said some people just can't say I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's terrible. Like it takes a lot. Like it physically. I have to breathe in and pray about it and like sing a couple songs, and then I might be able to
Sing
say
a couple of songs.
I'm sorry. But no, I do not usually say I'm sorry.
Okay,
Or I won't even say it. I'll send it in a text message. So in theory, I didn't say it.
Okay, well, let's get deeper on this because I had a long conversation with a guy that would not say, I'm sorry, even if he did something wrong and he hurt someone or he did something that was really, really bad and he felt bad about it. But he said, if he were to say he was sorry, it doesn't just mean that he apologizes. He viewed it as saying that he was worthless.
Like you're a sorry person?
Like a sorry person, yes, like worthless. Like, there's certain phrases like no count, a no count person. So do you see it that way, Stefan?
No, but I know what your friend is referring to because it can be linked to a pride thing. Saying that you're wrong. Saying I'm sorry, is a pride thing. So now you've lost all that power that you've gained, and now you're kind of like weak in a sense.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. Yeah.
So yeah,
So
some
is that
people,
the-
it's a. For
Is
me,
that the
no,
way you-
I just don't like saying I'm sorry unless I truly know that I was wrong. Like if I truly know I was wrong, then yes, I'm more than willing to say I'm sorry. I was wrong about this. But if I know that there's a sliver that I'm still correct, I will not say I'm sorry.
Because you're not, right?
Well,
I'm not.
well. Here's the thing. Now, here's where I'm coming over to your side, Stefan. Like sometimes people in my past and probably in my future,
Uh-oh.
I say things that can really upset people. And these are things that I meant. Okay. My delivery may not have been that good in delivering these things I was saying. So they demand an apology.
For the way you said it, not what you said.
See, I'm just looking. Yeah, so I'm with you on Stefan. I still believe in what I was saying. The way I said it may have been rude or harsh or something like that. And for the most part, if I still believe in what I said, I will apologize for hurting their feelings. I'm sorry, but I don't do that passive aggressive thing. I just leave it at that. Well, then I'm sorry. I don't say I'm sorry, but I don't say I'm sorry. I don't say I'm sorry if that makes you feel better. I just leave it at I'm
But
sorry.
I agree with you on that part. Like you can like I'm a very direct person, and if I hurt your feelings, let me know. I'm still not sorry for what I told you, but like people like, oh well, you're being too harsh. Okay, I'm sorry that I hurt your feelings, but I still meant what I said. It's
This is good. This is a breakthrough.
It's a
I know,
breakthrough?
yes, because I know Stefan likes you better than me. Okay. But what Stefan doesn't know is that him and I are going to be working together.
Oh. Yeah,
How about that?
get ready.
What? I didn't know about this. What?
Get
I'm
ready.
sorry if this hurts your feelings.
But we'll talk about that another time.
Yeah, no, it's
Okay.
a good thing.
All good stuff.
It's all good stuff.
Good
Yes.
stuff.
Yes. So
But how could you think that working with me could be a bad thing, actually?
because he's like, wait, Jill's not involved? What is this?
Yeah. As soon as Jill was like, "Yeah, I'm not in this," I'm like, "Oh, this isn't good."
It's all good. It's all good.
And
Already did
Arlene
it.
is on the stage. Arlene, would you like video?
Oh, hey, Arlene.
Hey.
Arlene.
No, I'm good without the video, but I'm listening to this conversation and well, okay, so I have a couple of thoughts about this. Number one, I don't believe so much in right and wrong when it comes to arguments between couples because your goal should be to get to agreement, even if it's to agree to disagree. So if you want to assign a right or a wrong, you're not ever going to get to agreement. Does that make sense?
Yes,
In other words,
That does make sense.
that makes a lot of sense. It makes a whole lot of
it
sense.
sure does.
Not
Let me
only
see,
that,
what
there's data and science that shows that men who are emotionally intelligent and allow themselves to be influenced by their wives have a happier life. They're less likely to get divorced. When you don't, you're 81% likely to get divorced.
Wow. That's a big number.
Get divorced
amazing.
then.
Actually, continue.
One other thing I was going to say. So like when I spent 20 years in the pharmaceutical industry. I was always like, I always had direct reports.
You weren't a rep, were you?
No, I was a senior executive.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no, I never carried the bag.
Okay,
but
thank you.
But one thing I learned from one of my direct reports was that he would disarm me by admitting when he did something that wasn't, that didn't have a positive outcome. Let's avoid the word wrong, right? So if he knew that something didn't go the way it was supposed to, just by the minute I walked in the door, I couldn't even get pissed off at him because he would totally disarm me by immediately acknowledging that he did something that didn't come out the right way, blah, 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 and how, oh my gosh, I can't believe this happened. I'm so sorry, this and that. What do you do with that? It's the person who wants to hold on to being right that perpetuates and escalates a problem.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
no, you have a good point there. And I actually agree with everything you said because
Me too.
Jill and I, even though, we can go in here, we're talking about Jill not being able to say wrong. But she has come around. There has been occasion when she knows that she did something that was incorrect, and she'll say, I was wrong about that.
No,
And
I will not say that.
no, she has.
I will say
she slipped
you
up.
were right about that.
No. She has slipped
I
up.
disarm him like you said, Arlene.
No. She has slipped up a few times. She has really, that's how I know she's coming around, because she
Or
I
that
know
I'm
it's
really
progress.
tired, don't know what I'm saying.
But no, she has said it a couple of times. But see, I'm a smart man. When she does it, I don't bring it to her attention. See, I says, "Oh, she said she was wrong. Okay, I'm not going to say a word." But Jill and I really do, and for people that watch this show often or for years, they know that whenever we have an episode where we actually really do disagree, I usually end up agreeing with Jill,
In fact, the
because
only
she's
way
a
he
smart woman.
well, but the only way you got me to even do this show in the first place was, but most of
You're
the
going
time
to tell our secrets.
You
You're going to
said-
tell us.
you have said
You're going
it.
to tell our secret
You-
sauce for the show.
you have said it. You
I
have
know,
said
because
it.
I created this show.
I know.
Well, we created this show,
Well,
but
you
it was
really
my
created
idea.
it. Was your idea, and the reason I agreed was like, but most of the time you'll be right.
And I would be
So I'm like,
wrong.
well, that's what you said. I did not say that. That's what you said.
But
I don't even tell you you're wrong.
I don't know, but but see,
I just say you're not right. That's not right.
but the key is communication.
It is.
And,
It is.
And there's sometimes
And compromise, like Arlene said.
yes, and compromise, because there have been occasions. Oh, Arlene.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, I was just going to say, even just validating. You don't have to agree with someone to validate them. If you can just say,
Absolutely.
I hear what you're saying, I understand how you feel. That's enough. You may not agree with what they're saying or doing or whatever, but just the validation and acknowledgement is a symbol of respect. And it's enough that for people to keep moving forward without conflict. Just that, just validation.
I agree.
I do too.
You're a smart
You are
woman.
right. I
said she's a smart woman. You
She
said
is.
she's right. She's a smart
She's right
woman.
and she's smart.
I do have a comment for Arlene though. Arlene, you said something that was funny. Like, well, it wasn't funny, but you said when you would you'd walk into your boss's office or however the situation would go, and they would take all the ammunition away from you and say, "Yeah, I was wrong." That happens all the time, and I get so frustrated. Like, my roommate will do something, and I'm gonna just lay it into him. Like, I'm gonna tell him he's this and he's that and he's this and he's that. And as soon as I come home, he's like, "Oh, well, I'm sorry about this." And I'm like, "God damn it. Like, I wanted to be mad at you, but now I can't." Like,
But here's the next part to it. They might disarm you, but there's still the opportunity to talk about, how do we avoid this going forward? What can we do for this not to happen anymore? It's obviously not working, and it's like you're both rolling up your sleeves to solve the problem. And then
Definitely.
you become a team all over again, and you learn how to do things differently. So it's okay for them to disarm you, because that's good. Because if you're activated and pissed off, it's very hard to communicate at that point. When you reach that point of being activated, you need to give yourselves a timeout in a relationship, in any relationship, work, lovers, whatever. But then you should come around and say, okay, we know this is happening. It obviously is not working. What can we do to avoid it going forward? That's part 2 of it.
Cool.
oh, I
You
didn't know
can
she was
do
going to give
that.
us a part 2.
Yeah, part 2.
She's an expert. What are you talking about? She's an expert. So have you ever done that, Stefan? Part 2? Have you done that already?
Yes. We do it after pretty much any argument that we have. We try and talk about, okay, why did this happen and how can we avoid this moving forward? Like, I'll give you an example. So like rent, one time he was short on rent, and it didn't irritate me that he didn't have the rent. It irritated me more because he didn't tell me until
Correct.
like the last
The
minute,
last
right?
minute. Yeah.
And I'm one of those people where it's like, tell me ahead of time so I can like prepare for for what's to come. And he saw how mad I got and, how frustrated. And I did part two. And we talked about, okay, if you're not going to have all of rent or just part of it, if you let me know ahead of time, then we're fine. But you can't let me
Correct.
know at the last minute because rent's due.
Yeah.
So we always do part two after a fight because it's just the only way. And I mean, sometimes we'll yell at each other, whatever like that. But then afterwards, I'm like, all right, we'll cool off. We'll go to Wendy's, grab a Frosty, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about what needs to happen moving forward.
99 cents gets it done. 99-cent Frosty. That's all it takes.
And is
Why buy
that
a ring
what
when you can buy a Frosty?
That's right.
right? And then does that happen the same way in reverse? Like, what if you do something that upsets him?
Usually I'll send him a text message, like I said, saying I'm sorry, because I won't tell him I'm sorry to his face. And then afterwards he'll send me another text that says apology accepted. And then from there we'll talk about what happened and we'll move forward from there.
I was going to say, when you do part two, a couple of words to avoid when you're speaking to someone is why and you. Those two words, it's okay. Like there's the thing called the 5 whys that you do with yourself. So when you get an immediate reaction to something, you might ask why. And then you ask, well, why that? And then why that? And you go 5 times and you get to the real root of it within yourself. But when you're dealing with other people and talking to them, when you say you did this or why that immediately gets people's dander up. And language is really important, and the words that we use, the descriptions, the things that we say just create a whole impression, even if that's not what we want to create,
Yeah.
So
And-
I think that's really important, watching our language so that people are more receptive to.
And Stefan, I'm sure you already know this. Don't say calm down.
Oh,
Don't say calm down.
are
I know
trigger
you know
words.
this. You've got training on this. Don't say calm down. Do you say calm
trigger
down?
words.
No, I avoid calm down because it
Yeah.
I know how it makes me, like when someone's like calm down, I'm like, no, now you're just elevating it. Every time you say calm down, we're just going up one more level.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that's not validating your emotions. That's
Mhm.
that's dismissing them.
Yeah.
And like you said, Arlene, words matter.
Words
Words
definitely
matter.
Yeah. Wow, what a great show. Arlene, you are really good because we gave Stefan, both of us gave Stefan some, some advice on a situation. And we asked Stefan, said, how's that? Do you think that helped? Do you think you're going to do any of that?
And he said,
nope. That's okay.
But he's listening to you, so that's good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna add part 4, and that is
Oh,
I gotta write this down because what about 3? 3 was 3 the 5 whys?
Arlene, are you there?
Did she go through a tunnel?
Let's see.
She's still there. Arlene, can you hear us?
She's not,
I think
she's not
no-
muted.
Oh, sorry, I froze.
There you
Okay.
I live out in the country, so my internet is terrible.
Can you convince Jill to move to the country?
Oh, Jill, you guys can come visit me anytime. I have
I'll come
guest rooms
visit.
here.
Okay. Where are you? Are you in California?
She's in New
No,
Jersey.
I'm
Oh,
in
you're in Jersey.
Oh, Jersey.
You want us to come to Jersey?
Yeah, but where I live is like the best kept secret of New Jersey.
Yeah, I know. It's northern New Jersey, isn't it?
Northwest, almost Pennsylvania.
Yes, I know. I know that area. Yeah, it is beautiful there. Absolutely. So I won't talk about Jersey. I grew up in Long Island, but anyway,
And I lived
continue.
in Jersey for 3
And
years.
Jill lived in Jersey. Can you
Well,
believe
you
that?
guys, seriously, you're welcome to come visit.
Oh, this is great.
I'm
No,
not
really,
kidding you.
for real.
We'll talk
For real.
offline.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the other thing I want to say is when you're in a relationship, you have to take responsibility for your needs. So in the case of, let's say, your roommate, you want him to tell you if he's not going to have money on time. But
Mhm.
you could also take responsibility and say, I'm going to check in a week out to make sure he's going to have this money to avoid me getting pissed off because that's your need. You need that confirmation.
Mhm.
I mean, we can't control people, but we can control ourselves and we can manage what we can manage. So that's part of taking responsibility, even though it's his responsibility to come up with his rent. To avoid your frustration, you could say, you know what? This is what I need. Let me do my a week out check-in to make sure that money's going to be there.
That's good advice.
So was that
I'll
number
use
4?
I don't
That
know.
was number 4, I think.
I'm on a roll.
we missed 3. What was 3 the 5 whys?
Oh yeah, the 5 whys.
Okay, so
The
part
5
3
whys
was
is
5
for
whys.
yourself, not for others.
Okay.
There's science behind all of that.
Because if you do the 5 whys with other people, then like my family, they'll like stop asking why, Jill. So that's for you. It's
Yeah,
for
no,
yourself,
it's for yourself. It's
Oh,
really about
so I asked myself why.
correct. It's about your
Okay.
triggers and understanding why do you get activated about certain things. Even ask yourself, okay, why can't I say sorry? And a lot of it is rooted in our youth and something that happened that caused that, because it is a vulnerable place to apologize. But if we can acknowledge and take responsibility for our actions, then there's a lot of courage and power in that. It's not really a weakness, it's actually a powerful place to come from. So maybe looking at that as a little bit of a paradigm shift is a possibility for you if you really think about it,
Stefan, does that sound like something you could do?
Yes, I could do 1 through 4 successfully.
That's good. That is good. At least you
Yes.
didn't give her what you gave us.
no.
Nope, not doing that.
But
I mean, you
Arlene,
notice that you're in control in every one of those things because you're managing yourself. You're not trying to manage others in all of those things that I said. Because that's the thing. You can't control other people.
I
All you can do
wish.
is control yourself and how you react.
Will you repeat what you said, Stefan? I didn't quite hear you.
you heard it.
She said we can't quite control people, and I said I wish.
Oh, why is that? I'm sure Arlene has something to say about that.
About
Don't
wanting
you?
to control other people?
Yes.
I mean, is that a desire?
Yes,
Stefan?
that's Stefan's desire.
If I had the superpower to control someone, why not? Like,
I mean, let's not. Is that why you went into law enforcement? Because that is
no. I don't want.
Do I need to
This is-
psychoanalyze people?
It's not. No, I did not get into law enforcement to control people. It's
good.
The control isn't coming from like a domestic violence standpoint. It's literally coming from if I had a superpower to be able to control people, I would.
What would you have them do?
Sometimes
But that takes away free will.
I
No,
think
because I mean, when I play The Sims, I can control them. So that's all I got right now.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
look, we got to look at where we came from. Now, I don't know anything about your history, but and it's funny that you bring up The Sims because I have someone in my life who grew up in an environment of alcoholism where they were a child and could not do anything about the situation. And so now that they are an adult married with a child, they are micromanagers of everything because their whole life was out of control for them. They just had to manage and, look for safety. And so as they're starting to realize this now as an adult, they're starting to let go of that and understand that that was the child, that they are a different person today and they don't really need to control everything. So a lot of our behavior stems from somewhere. So we can get to the bottom of that. That always helps.
I have a why for why I don't like the word wrong.
Oh,
Did I ever tell you why I don't like the?
I think you did. I think yes, I'm pretty sure you did.
Well, I'll tell the audience. When I was in elementary school, first grade, I was in classes, for the like gifted kids, and then but the whole grade was in one room. We were in a pod, and you just stayed with your group all the way around the pod for every course that you had. And one day, my math teacher just yelled out. Well, to me, it was yelling. Perhaps she didn't really yell, but she yelled that I was wrong with all my math answers and that I couldn't count money. And then she proceeded to grab my little wrist and move me to a class that wasn't the gifted class anymore. And so this was in front of my whole grade because we were inside the pod. So I associated the word wrong with that kind of behavior, that I was
That
humiliated.
Mhm.
Right. And I was humiliated and I was sad and I felt less than smart. And, I just, and I started school when I was 5. So I was, young. And and a few weeks later, after I had learned how to count money, they moved me back in the same way, the same public kind of way. But it was too late as far as I was concerned because I had already experienced that with that teacher. And so after that, I vowed that no one would be able to tell me I was wrong again.
Yeah. So that's great to know that that's where it came from. But now you know that that was little Jill, who was actually really smart and in that class, and that it was really the teacher that was wrong in the way she carried out that whole situation. And it's a shame that teachers damage children all the time with one little incident like that, as if we didn't have so many other things working against us in our lives. It's a shame, but you can release that because now I know Jill, I don't really know you personally, but I imagine that you've been like
Yes,
an
you do.
overachiever and gone overboard on doing all these things because you went through that one experience, sort of catapulted you. So that's the silver lining into doing things.
Oh, you went out again.
She froze.
She says
She'll come back.
internet like ours.
Oh, now we can.
Yeah, I was just going to say that
And-
now that you know that you're this amazing person, you no longer have to prove it. So now you just need to own your greatness and leave that little girl where she was, because you know that it wasn't her. It was the teacher that handled that situation the wrong way.
Thank
Just
you for
own
that.
it. And if you own it, you don't care. When you own it, you're like, I'm good. I own my power.
Yep.
You can't take it away from me.
Right.
Own it, girlfriend.
I will. Thank you
Excellent.
for that.
I just love Arlene.
I do too.
You know, Arlene, I've been listening to you since you started with Fireside, and one of the reasons is that you're based in science, and I'm kind of analytical, but then I'm also
Kinda?
creative. Well, yeah, I say kind of because I'm creative. I'm a creative, like for real creative. But that really interests me. So I'm always looking for the science behind what we do, how we live, how everything works. So keep up the good work.
Well,
Absolutely.
thank you. Thank you. You know, it appeals to me too because I'm always looking for the order of things and for clarity and understanding. And I'm one of those people that I just don't take something for something. I need proof. Show me the proof.
Yes.
How did you arrive at that answer or whatever? And so I felt like there were a lot of people like me who might benefit and enjoy that type of approach rather than me just giving out anecdotal advice, which is a lot of what the coaches do out there, and it's just based on my experience because my life is just one life. So I look at the majority of what people are doing, and the research is based on the majority, and I look at the science and there's just so much there. And getting to an understanding of things helps you to change the way you think. You can have a paradigm
Absolutely.
shift and say, you know what? Wow, okay, so that's different. Let me now that I know better, let me do better.
Yeah.
That's right. That's
That's right.
right. So you said that Arlene is based in science, as she is, and Chris Rossetti is in the audience.
Chris!
He said
Chris
he
is
was
my buddy.
based in pasta.
And meatballs. Pasta and meatballs.
Hi,
that's it.
Chris. Hope you're well.
Come on up
Do you wanna
and,
say
and
anything?
say something
Or are
just so
you
we
cooking?
can hear your
Are you
voice.
cooking right now?
You know, Chris, I almost cried when you said you weren't going to do your show every morning
And he's
anymore.
not even joking. He
I'm not- I
told me
almost
later that day
cried.
about that, and I thought he was going to cry as he was telling me.
Almost cried. No joke. It really hurt me. Yeah.
You almost cried. Why?
I almost cried when you announced that you weren't going to do your show every morning. I almost cried.
Well, we do it. We do it every day. We just have random times now.
Yeah, just random, willy-nilly.
Willy nilly, exactly. And you know what? There's a lot of willy nillys out there that need to hear what I have to say.
This is true. This is true. But I do know how to do the replay, so I'm good.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, but
The
we really
administration
do love you,
of the
Chris.
replay.
Yes.
We love you guys too. You're awesome. And do me a favor. Who's Batman? Batman. I haven't met Batman yet.
Oh, you haven't met Stefan?
Stefan?
Oh, Stefan, introduce yourself, please. Yes.
One, Chris, we've met several times.
Oh.
Every time we have one of the fireside chat hookup events, you're always there and I'm always there. But hi, my name is Stefan. I host a show here on Fireside called The Conversation. So it's pretty much it.
And what do you do in the conversation?
We have conversations.
In this conversation, do you bring up, what do you do? Bring up things that are
We
relevant
have
in the world?
in the title
right now?
it says we have conversations about real topics, and that's a lot.
And that is very true. They are all
Social
real.
injustice or women's rights. We just have a place here on Fireside where a show we actually talk about it, and for people to vent if they
LGBTQ.
ever- Yep, LGBTQ, Black, minorities, you name it, it's probably been talked about.
Stefan, let me just say, Stefan, I know who you are. That was my way of introducing you to the audience. And as far as women's rights are concerned, after 35 years of marriage, I have learned my woman, my wife, is always.
Did you hear that?
Wow,
Did you hear
the
that?
place just went silent.
I heard you, Chris, and I agree.
Now she,
Happy wife, happy life.
yeah, exactly.
You're not.
I-
You know, I would like to say that Jill is always right. Maybe 90% of the time.
You mean 99%
No,
of the time?
90%.
99%.
You have to look, if someone is always right, they don't know when they're incorrect.
99% is not
Somebody
always.
needs to tell them that, hey, no, the way that played, no, you shouldn't have done that.
Speaking of wives,
Yeah.
don't you love it, wives, when you try to convince your husband of something and they just don't get it or don't want to get it. And then suddenly they come home with this great revelation that someone else gave them. And it's the same thing you've been trying to get through to them for years. Don't you?
Oh my God, that's how it is with Jill. I'm always telling her stuff and she does not hear me, A year later, hey, I decided I was going to do such and such because of such and such. I told you that 2 years ago.
That's because you plant the seeds. You plant the seed and it goes into an area of the brain.
Thank you, Arlene.
And then they retrieve it when somebody else that's an external person brings it up. That's what happens.
I do understand that. I've had times in my life where there was something in my life that I definitely was not handling correctly for years. And people kept telling me, oh, what you're doing is not right. What you're doing is not right. What you're doing is right. Not. But, I'm never hearing it. But it takes that one person when you're ready to hear it.
Yeah.
And I heard it and I'm like, I was not right. Everybody was right, but I just wasn't ready to hear it, ready to accept it.
I'm the same way. Like someone can tell me something blue in the face, but unless I hear it from someone else, I'm like, they're lying to me. I like, they could be like, the sky is blue. I'm going to go to one more person. Usually it's my best friend. I'm like, hey, is the sky really blue? Yeah, the sky's blue. All right. It's like a verification, because I don't trust most people, and I usually have to verify it through someone else. And they'll tell me the exact same thing. And I'm like, man, that other person said the same thing. Maybe y'all are working together. You know what? Let me go get a third opinion.
Well, thank you for letting me speak. I do have to go do the dishes again, and it's my pleasure to do them because it's my time to get away. Nobody wants to be around you when you're doing the dishes, so it's my alone time. It's my time to think. Yeah, it's my time to think and reset and all that other good stuff. So thank you for letting me speak again. You guys are wonderful. And by the way, Batman, the only real Batman, in my opinion, was Adam West. Thank you.
Who's Adam West? Go ahead, say who's Adam West.
The original Batman.
Say it. Who's Adam West?
I know who Adam West is. Okay.
Thank you, Chris.
Thanks, Chris. Love you. And he's out. Hit and run.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Fun show.
Ooh, so where are we, Jill?
Oh, I don't even know what time it is. Or we're just having fun.
Having fun. This is fun night.
Yes.
That's cool. Have you ever noticed some of the nights we have the most fun on our show, we have a really small audience?
Yes.
Have you noticed
Yes.
that? Really
Yes.
small audience. We just have a great time.
Yes.
It's just all fun.
That's all good for me.
I mean, we always have a great time, but
Yes.
sometimes a smaller
But
audience.
I love this interaction that we're having.
Yeah, it's
tonight.
like we're all sitting in the living room.
Yeah, and just hanging out.
Yeah, that's cool.
Who did that? Oh.
What was that? Oh, you don't hear that on your show too much, do you?
No, I truly don't. I truly
Oh,
don't.
we'll have to start using that at his show.
That's the party sound.
Yes.
That's the,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
like
like-
woohoo!
Is that anyone can
That's funny.
There it is. There it is.
I'm gonna just start doing that randomly.
Let's see who's giving the. Oh, that's Chris.
It's
Chris
Chris.
is giving this party
Yep.
sound.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks, Chris.
Yep.
So where were we?
Well,
This is so good tonight. You know,
well,
Arlene is giving us.
I was
going to
say she's given a lot
information.
of wonderful information, which is
Yes,
fantastic.
I love this interaction, and I love that we found somebody that Stefan would listen to for advice. That's really good. Hey, Stefan.
Yes,
This is
sir.
change of subject. Whoa, my battery power is going low.
That's not good.
Uh-oh.
So we got 20%. We're going to end this show soon. So, yeah, because we've been running on battery power for the last 3 hours?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Because we started with Arlene's show.
We
And we just kept going.
Show, then your
Just kept
show,
bouncing.
then our show. Yeah, we never
We
stopped.
just kept going. Okay.
Would you, Stefan, would you ever be willing to be interviewed by Jill?
Of course.
For real? You know, I used to work at CNN, right?
Oh, that's my favorite news outlet.
I know. See, I've been avoiding telling you because I was like, when you read your stories to set up your conversations, I'm like, that's sourced by CNN, sourced by
Yep.
CNN,
I
sourced
love
by
CNN. CNN has, I do look at other articles, but then like I'll look it up on CNN to see if CNN has an article, and I'll be like, all right, I'll use the CNN one, because some of the other ones, I feel like there's either too much bias, or maybe they just don't even have all the facts and they just put something out, and I'm like, yeah, let me just go to CNN. At least I can like have something to talk about.
Okay.
Well, I'm sure that my former colleagues appreciate that you know they're giving news and not misinformation.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was going to say Chris
is
came back to the stage and then he left. Are you still there?
He just wanted to say.
No, he
this
just.
is-
I think
That's
it's on
just- that's
this.
getting
James
around.
Earl Jones for
Yes.
a moment? Okay, I got it.
Oh, that would be cool.
That would be
We need to-
fun.
we need to set
Seriously,
this
I would
one
love
up.
to do that just to have a
Yeah,
conversation.
definitely.
with
I
you.
mean, you guys have I'm trying to like put my LinkedIn on like a notification, because like we keep missing each other every time we message. So.
Yes, but I have your information, so I'll use
Yeah.
that to set it up.
Yeah, we'll get it together. We got a lot of stuff to do.
And then I'm working with you.
You have a lot of stuff to do.
You know,
Oh.
Stefan, I have watched you enough and talked to you enough. Is I can read your face now. I can always tell when it's like, this is what you do. When it's something you're like, oh no, you're like, oh no. That's what you do. Yeah, you're doing it right now. You're doing it right now. Everybody, that's the look. It's like, what the heck is this guy getting me into? All good stuff. We're getting all good stuff. Trust me. You'll like it. Stephanie will be there.
Oh.
He doesn't know. He doesn't even know. He's just messing with you, Stefan. He's just messing with you.
Yeah, I am. I'm just messing.
Johnny didn't want to speak, or did you? You're on the stage. Did you want to say that, or you want me to just share that information with her later?
Oh, this is my first time
Oh.
getting on the stage. I was trying to figure out, where's the chat box? How do I DM you guys just to give you that information?
Okay,
And,
I can share that.
yes.
Thank you.
yeah, so you see what's wrong, right? The tree.
Are you talking about what's in the fortune cookie or that person's?
Talking about that I clicked the link,
In
her link.
Okay. I'll
and
let her
the
know.
Tree part. It's just a little typo.
Okay, I'll let her know.
It's typed out, so I guess I could, type it out and get there the long way. But I just wanted to point that out because
Okay.
everybody
Well, thank
clicks it.
you.
Okay.
Yeah,
What we need.
it's a little proofreader in me, I guess. But
Oh, why
Alright.
are you a professional editor?
could be if that's the direction I wanted to go. in.
Okay, next question. Are
I'm
you
asking-
a writer? Are you a writer? Writer,
Wow.
yes.
I could be.
Could be.
I spend most of my waking hours administering some clubhouse clubs for helping people learn English as a second language.
Oh, that's cool.
That is
Good.
cool.
Yeah,
Excellent.
it's a lot
Good
of
work.
fun. That's why I do it, because I enjoy it. I enjoy helping people. And people think I get paid. Johnny don't get paid.
Johnny don't get paid.
I don't know. So I stuck with the podcast with this episode. I thought, okay, whatever. And then there's a guy who we actually had to ban from our club because he would not apologize to some of the other moderators who he embarrassed on a public stage in a room. And he swears on a stack of Bibles to me that, oh, no, I said I was sorry. And I'm like, he did not, dude. That's why you're not allowed back.
Oh.
You know, and I was trying to connect the dots with his scenario and what you guys were talking about. Like, why can't he? You know, we're all perplexed, and we do things by vote. Even though I'm the owner of the club, I could just, it's Johnny's club. He
Right.
can do whatever he wants. But I hold a little meeting. I get a few of the other mods that are actively participating in the club. I don't want to say my club, and we took a vote. Yay, nay, abstain, and it was across the board, nay.
Had to go. Yeah, we don't need that negative energy in there, you know.
All he needed
Yes.
to do was apologize to each person in the little private room. Say, look, I'm sorry, I messed up.
Well, you know, Johnny, we spoke about that earlier in this episode about some people that can't say, I'm sorry.
Right, I was
So
listening.
it's just an issue. It's an issue they have to overcome. So don't be too hard on them. I don't know what he said.
Well, I was going to say, it
I don't
depends
know
on
what he
what was
said.
said. That,
I don't know what he said.
Clearly, it was
I
violated.
don't want to know what
the
he
moderators
said.
needed
Yes,
that.
I don't know what he said, but
Just,
you know, you never know.
I
with
do
these
more
issues.
than you other moderators, and I'm going to do what I want to do. And basically, he was moderating somebody without my permission, and
Oh, he was trying to take it over, huh?
he crossed that line.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
6 of
that's
them
messed
told
up.
him he wasn't allowed to do it. And he said, well, I do more than you guys, and I could do whatever I want. That's not how we roll.
Yeah, gotcha.
So if he's that,
Gotcha.
unpredictable, no. And if you can't admit that you're wrong, who knows what his next maneuver would be, right?
Right.
But
It absolutely could escalate. Yes.
I let the app automatically assign me people to follow. You know, when you open this app,
Yes.
website, a friend of mine, his name is Dale, but he uses a handle, but he pointed it out to me and said,
Yeah.
check it out. And I'm liking it. So
Well, good. Well,
Okay,
welcome
excellent.
to Fireside. We hope to see you more. And by the way, that typo that you saw has been fixed,
Excellent.
and she thanks you.
alrighty.
Cool. It's time for us to close out our show.
Bye, guys.
And my battery's just about dead.
It
Now,
is.
what do I do? I just hit my mute my mic here.
Remove from stage.
Where is that?
I can do it for you.
Yeah, but you would go
Right.
to the lower left-hand corner, the hamburger,
I already did it.
and that's where it would be.
I can do it for
And you
you.
can remove
But
yourself
thank
in there.
you, Stefan. Thank you
Thank you,
for
Stefan.
co-hosting with us. Arlene, thank you.
Thank
Oh
you,
my
thank you,
gosh,
thank you. This
thank
has
you.
been so
Thank
much
you so
fun
much,
tonight.
Arlene. Thank you.
And
Johnny, thank you. And Chris is not in here, but we thank Chris too.
And wasn't my sister here for a minute?
Denise has been in the
She's
whole
still
show.
here?
She
Hey,
is.
my
So, hey,
sister.
Denise.
We've
Hey.
never seen my sister on camera, on video here.
Oh,
We'll
is
have
that
to-
what we're trying to do?
The next time, not this time, because we're ending the show.
Okay.
tonight.
All right.
Okay.
Well, but thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
And Stefan, I'll be in touch.
Yes. please
Yes,
do.
we will be in touch.
And Arlene, I'll be in touch with you too. All right.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Love you
We
all.
love you.
Bye-bye.